Hi guys, I am Gabriel Feitosa, the dog grooming artist from the internet. And today we're gonna groom Maggie and we're gonna do something a little bit crazy. Cause aren't we all a little bit mad ourselves? Okay, so this is Maggie. I think you guys might know her from her iconic flower, cactus flower design. She was my first flower, the original. And she was also a show dog prior to this. She lives the good life, she sleeps in bed, but she did have puppies recently, so her boobs are still going back to normal. And it's time to give her, like a mommy makeover. And she loves when she's collared because she gets so much attention when she goes outside. And now, we're going to groom her like the Cheshire Cat. Let me see if I can put some purple into the charm pink and see if I can get the Cheshire Cat color shade. Oh, I mean, that's not bad. Can be like a nice... Oh, I see Cheshire Cat already. Guys, there's one thing about working here is that I always get a lot of opinions, a lot of opinions. Sometimes they're good, but sometimes, drives me crazy. Okay, so he has this really big smile, so I'm gonna actively separate this part of her head. This is honestly the hardest part of doing something creative. It's how to translate, the concept to the dog. It's not so much about applying the color itself. This design is actually inspired by the iconic Bailey, which is a client of ours. His mom always comes up with her own ideas. She always throws me a curveball, a challenge. And she asked for a Cheshire Cat once. And he looked amazing. And I've been wanting to redo his design for a while now in like more dogs. Now's the day. Are you already falling asleep? We barely started. So some people ask me like why I color first then you cut. So it's not that I color first then I cut. It's more like I take off all the hair that I don't really need and then I'm gonna color it, and then after I wash and dry, I have to finish the design. So I basically always have to trim it twice. Right now I have to trim it to see where am I gonna apply the colors and make sure that they go into the right place, and then after I do it to make sure it looks good. Let's start by making stripes. Oh my God, I love it already. I barely started and I already like it. So cute. Now that I'm finished with the purple part, I'm gonna ask my assistant Samantha to come help me. Do you know, did you watch the original, Alice? Because you're so young, it seems like you only watched the new one.
I did watch the original. My mom was so obsessed with this movie.
Really?
Oh yeah. So I watch it like 100 times that I think that I already know the movie. I know I'm so young, but I did watch it.
It's I'm always shocking to you guys because I'm like, sometimes you guys ask me like who is Madonna? I'm like, what the hell?
I know.
I really like the Cheshire Cat because, I think he's like a really crazy character, but he's actually very wise. Like a lot of the characters from that movie, they just come across as like mad, insane, but they have a lot of actually wise insights. And I think the Cheshire Cat, onto this movie, he's actually representing like guidance with Alice,
True. Yeah.
And it sounds crazy, but the things that he says actually make sense.
Now I have this question, like, why my mom actually loves this movie? I never asked myself that.
Yeah, you should ask her, like, Mom, why do you like it so much? And she's like, oh, I had all these children, I'm going crazy. At least now I can relate.
Yeah.
Samantha is driving me crazy. I need something crazier so I can feel normal. Okay, so now we just wait for 10 minutes and she's ready for a bath and a regular haircut. I love how this color turned out. I think it looks so cute, and I think she's totally giving Cheshire Cat vibes. So now I'm gonna use this 5/8 blade to take off some of this hair from the top to give her like a nice finish. I love seeing how the stripes come to life when I trim the top of the hair. The tail hair is a bit damaged, so you could tell by the feel that is like a little coarse at the ends. So when we apply the dye, the areas of the coat that are damaged, which is towards the end, they don't get the same vibrancy. But let's trim it and see if we can give that Cheshire Cat shape. And talking about cats, this makes me think of a painter that I became obsessed with in high school. His name is Louis Wayne, and he's a British painter that he used to do drawings of cats. But he had a head injury and schizophrenia. And the interesting part is, as his mental illness progressed, his art changed in very interesting ways. Google Louis Wayne and look at how his mind and the way that he's seen the world changed the way that he painted the cats. It's really interesting. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming down this rabbit hole with me and transforming Maggie into the Cheshire Cat, or should I say the Cheshire Dog. And I think now she's all ready to go to her tea party. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me for more videos like this. Bye.